Even though I'm on a reality TV show, right? Even though I live my life somewhat public, there's so much that you guys just will never know and never see.
What do it, y'all? This girl such a craziness. Now comes to you, and you with another word on the street segment. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. So let's get into this scene where Mendeecees and Yandy is supposed to be having this conversation about where do they go from here. I mean, how many times have we had to sit down with y'all too? But it is what it is. This scene for me was like watching paint dry on the wall. It was like so cringy. Like, girl, you sitting here talking about something. I'm fighting for this relationship. You ain't fighting for this relationship. He over there looking like, girl, I could care less. I'm just telling you, hey, I'm about to go to Puerto Rico with Scrappy. I don't know why you really making a big deal out of nothing. You always making a big deal out of nothing. Yada, yada, yada. But we're going to get into the thing. So they sitting down or whatever. And Mendeecees, he just like, hey, you know, I'm going to Puerto Rico with Scrappy and them. And I just want to talk to you about, you know, what's going on with us.
You got an attitude. You like you got something to get off your chest. You want to get something off your chest. I'm right here.
So Yandy, she goes to say, you know, the convo we had with your mom felt like it went all the way left for no reason. And Mendeecees, he was like, so what you think, my energy was off? Yandy like, yeah. Like, even when I grabbed your water, you was like, why you touching my water? And Mendeecees was like, wait, you making big things out of something little as that? Like, yeah, she making big things out of something as little as that. And Yandy, she was like, you know, yeah, this is how it's been lately. Little things become big things with you now in days. And she just don't know what's going on with him. And here go Mendeecees talking about something. We came here to make peace, okay? And you talking about this whole water incident. Like, the irony in that. I don't know what the heck you talking about, because you accusing me of arguing with you over small stuff, but look what you doing right here, right now. But you trying to start with me over a glass of water. Then Yandy talking about something, well, you got real funky with me. And he like, I didn't get funky with you. Then Yandy, she goes, you know, further to say, instead of being like, my bad, sorry, you like going on with this whole tough guy energy. I mean, he's saying, it ain't no tough guy energy. Why I gotta have tough guy energy? She was like, it's not no loving energy. He said, all right, I don't have the mental capacity to keep arguing with you. He apologized and he said, please, let's stop small issues being big issues. He also felt like when they try to make up and move forward, they always take a few steps back because they're both not hearing what each other are saying. Everything is a fight these days. He's almost at his breaking point. I'm like, baby, you been at your breaking points, you and her. But y'all just, well, I'm not gonna say y'all, because, you know, like I said, you been checked out the relationship. It's Yandy who want to hold on to your love. You got to. That's what's given. Okay. So Yandy, she was like, it's so crazy because she was talking to Keisha the other day and how she said she been fighting for this relationship. She been fighting for her life. And everywhere she goes, she got to fight. And he was like, I don't want to fight with you. She said it feels like she's been fighting for them, whether it's with friends or she just been fighting constantly, and she wants him to start fighting for them. Didn't you have this conversation with him before about he needs to start taking up for the family, and he looking at you like, girl, please? And now at this point of the conversation, Mendeecees, he's like getting his feelings. He like, look, I can't help what people want to talk about or how they want to talk about it, because that's what they gonna do. Basically saying, I can't control what people say or talk about. That ish ain't got ish to do with me. And she's like, not saying that it has anything to do with you. He was like, yeah, so please watch your words. I was like, well, damn, hold up, brother. You ask her to, you know, get it off her chest, and she telling you she feel like she got to fight for her life, for this relationship. So Yandy, you know, she just goes to say, like, listen, when I walk into these rooms and find out information that I don't even know about my man, and he got up in her face like, look, Yandy, it's a lot of ish I don't know. So are we going to sit here and talk about all this ish we don't know? That's what you want to do, huh? And here go Yandy. She on the mute challenge. No Beyonce. I'm like, what the hell is going on? And she just shaking her head. So this man tell Yandy, all right then, don't do that. Here go Yandy. You so defensive. You so defensive. And he like, I'm not defensive. And she like, yeah, you are. Your energy is changing. He like, no, I just don't got time for the bull. So Yandy like, where we going from here? What we doing? Like, where are we going with this relationship? Mendeecees, I don't know. I have no idea. Like, baby, he clocked out. He was waiting for his food. His food has arrived. And he munching and just looking at you like you crazy. And you ain't gonna say, we gotta have peace. We gotta raise these kids to be happy and whole. And they should see a loving, happy family. Baby, they probably ain't seen a loving, really happy family for a good while. And baby, the facial expressions from Mendeecees is blowing me. He like, are you done? Because I'm just trying to sit here and eat my food at this point. That is always gonna give, honey. And so Yandy, she goes to say, like, what has to happen for us to get back to where we was? And I'm just saying, y'all probably need a time machine. A time machine. Mendeecees, he says, I can't be the only one fighting. I felt like I was I was the only one fighting for too long.
You feel like you've been the only one fighting? When did you fight?
I tell you, Yandy was so confused and like, what in that moment? She was like, Ninja, you haven't been fighting. Are you serious? So he goes to say, I've been fighting last year since I took off the ring, baby.
Yeah, but I've been fighting since we got together.
I tell you, the hurt in her voice, like, are you serious? Like, yes, he don't care, girl. He don't care. From what he give you on this TV screen, he don't give a damn. So Yandy, she says, do you feel like we need some space? Mendeecees, on the other hand, he on the mute challenge now. Ain't saying a word. So Yandy, she like, if you need to take this time to deliberate on this convo, that tells me where we at. Mendeecees still on mute. So Yandy, she like, okay, you know what? The no answer is enough of an answer for me. The convo ain't going nowhere. My husband ain't trying to hear me. He wants to go to Puerto Rico. He thinks he's been fighting for this relationship. Baby, go. Go have fun. Go swim with the sharks. Have a great time. So she gets up. She say, I'll see you later. Oh, no, I'll see you at home. He talking about some see you later. Insane. I was like, terrible. Terrible. So let's check out and see what some other people had to say about the situation. So one commenter said that I've been fighting since we got together. I felt that because she really has. Yandy, you fought a good fight, boo. Time to let go. Yes, please cut the umbilical cord. Cut it now. His energy gives, he doesn't care, and I hate that for her. Mendeecees came to that restaurant to enjoy the food, nothing else. I know that's right, because that's all he was waiting for. He gave her a little energy, and then it wasn't the energy she wanted, so he just put himself on mute. Mendeecees can clap cheeks all around the world. Yandy got her cheeks clapped one time in London, and he done with the relationship. Men, well, when men cheat versus women cheat, that's a totally different thing to them. Did he just say last year? 1 whole year? In my Yandy voice, first off, she would never get back the time that she, as a young, successful black woman in a very challenging industry who had to fight with the baby mama drama while still standing 10 toes down for you and your children. She then gave you more children. Then she held you down, and I mean all the way down, while you were gone for a long time, sir. Oh, come on, man. You better put that ring back on and fight for your wife and family. Men can be so disappointing. And no, I'm not saying she's perfect, but what? Geez, this is sad. Well, once again, she could hit stage left, okay? When did Mendeecees fight for the relationship? Men can always dish it, but never can take it. Then be having the audacity to be more mad. That's true. I hate this for Yandy. I think he's always been jealous of her success and knows that she'll be fine without him. He wants to knock her down a few notches since he came home from prison. Ooh, child. Nothing's wrong with him checking out, but it's unfair to Yandy that he's not communicating to her. All she wants is an answer on if he wants to work on the marriage or if he wants to go, and he can't even give her that. He did give her that. The silence of not saying anything gave her her answer. He don't want to. He want to do what he want to do. Period, point, and a blank. But y'all let me know y'all thoughts about this in the comment section below, and I'll see you on the next one.